All right, so welcome everyone to this call. Happy holidays to you if you're on here and you're going to be celebrating tomorrow. I'm super, super excited. I'm going to be a co host tonight. All right, and this is some information that is going to help a lot of people in the financial state right now. Right now, the government is changing, things are changing over, and you need something to prepare you for what's about to happen. So, my name is Dominique Barbie, and I'll be, like I said, I'll be a co host tonight. I'll be introducing Professor Robert, who has I've been working with over the past couple weeks or so. And the way that this happened is very amazing to me. I've been actually online for about 10 years, and I used to work at McDonald's. I was working making $7 an hour, and I struggled really badly. I was on food stamps. I was on government assistance. I was on so many different government assistance actually. And my breaking point was when my gas got cut off, and it was very sad, and I was just in a state of array, put it like that. So I tried to start making money online. I tried different programs. I actually tried over 50 different things. And one thing I will say is I couldn't recruit, I couldn't sell, I couldn't do any of those things. And I just really, really struggled. Hold on one second, sorry. Yes, we're on here. I sent it to you, I texted to you. Sorry about that. I'm in a whole storyline, but yeah. So I was struggling basically, and I went from $7 an hour to making $200,000 per month because I got with the right people at the right time at the right place. And what you're about to see is almost like a chance type of encounter that happened to me. And I have one of my good friends, Dr. Steve Branch. He's on the line right now. Me and him were actually talking on the phone. We were talking about something else, a whole different type of opportunity, and he put one of his good friends on the line who built a team of over 80,000 people in a gold company. And as we were talking about something else, right? And they were kind of talking to each other, and he said, "Oh, we need to make sure we get on this gold call," or something like that. I can't remember the exact words, but it was along those lines. And I'm like, "Gold call? What is that?" So Robert, he started talking about how the gold coin he just found out about it about 2 weeks ago himself. It was about 20 or 30 cents. He said within that week it jumped up. And me knowing what I know about gold, okay, and knowing about crypto, I'm sitting there thinking to myself, is this like a gold crypto thing? People can buy gold? How that work? Whatever it was, I wanted to be on that call. But I was super busy. I was literally driving, doing a million things at once. And I was late to that call because I was already doing something, and it was like a chance encounter. I would just happen to be interested. So I'm on that call, and there's like seven huge leaders on that call. And I'm like, what is going on? And Professor Robert starts to talk about a gold coin and how they have the gold mines, and the people in the gold mines in the 1930s. A lot of the men died off, right? And he owns about 30% of this gold mine. My ears perk up because I know the value of gold because I had two pieces of gold to my name, and I bought them at $1,200. Right now, gold is about $4,000. So that $1,200 that I purchased with gold, it ended up being about $8,000. But I never really understood how to get into gold or anything like that. But I was interested in gold, and I was interested in crypto. Long story short, they have a gold-backed cryptocurrency. One of the only types of cryptocurrencies that is backed by gold, right? And so as I'm on this call, all I can think about in my head, I'm late to the call. I hear the tail end, the things that they're saying. I'm like, I'm interested in that. All I can think about is I need to get some of this coin because what happened to me, another thing that happened to me was 7 years ago when I got in at the beginning of a coin. I paid about $7,000 into that coin. I was able to get seven times the amount because of I knew people who knew people who knew people type of thing. So on this call, this is a I know people who I know people who I know people type of call that you're on, whether you are no matter where you have come from. That coin that I got in at the beginning of, I was able to make $250,000 in less than 6 months. And this coin was not backed by anything. In fact, it wasn't even on the exchange. So when I heard about this, I said, I'm going to pay attention and I'm going to get some of this coin. And another thing that was very important for you to understand, whether you know about crypto or not, you need to understand this. People can drive a coin to very, very high marks. So, two things that I realized: number one, the caliber of people that I initially was talking to on the phone. right? Two of them are two bosses already. Number two, the seven bosses on the call that I was on. And when I say bosses, I mean people who have built huge mega teams. In my head, as he's talking about this coin, honestly, in the most humblest manner, I thought to myself, I said, me and the people that I could bring to this coin could drive it to $10, right? So I'm looking at seven times that amount.
Dominic,
Yes, go ahead, Professor.
Dominic, why don't you introduce me real quick and give me 5 minutes and then you can finish up.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm going to actually introduce Professor Robert. This is the one who was on the call, who I caught the tail end. I end up having another conversation with him. He holds over $1 billion in this coin, and he owns 30% of the gold, real gold mine. So I'm going to give it to you, Professor Robert, and you can take it away.
All right, so I'm in Las Vegas, just flew in this afternoon, and we've been talking about the fact that I have an agreement with the gold mine that I control 30% of the gold mine, which is worth $15 billion. And my side of it is 5 billion for the crypto and for our stock. And I happen to be riding in the Hummer here in Vegas with Mark, the 70% partner.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to meet you.
So Mark and his partners own about $50 million worth of real estate, and they've had the gold mine for 10 years. Mark and I have known each other 3 years, and he thinks at lightning speed. He's a CEO of a couple medical companies. He's a very big whale, and his parents and mother's been in multi-million-dollar real estate for a lot of years. They own big buildings, commercial buildings, and so forth. So we were just discussing the gold mine today. We're going to go see it on Sunday. We have 10 leaders flying into Las Vegas. Each of the leaders have built a group of 100,000 people. Mike Cord from Houston is flying into Vegas today. He's built his own coin up to $13,000 per coin. Keith Yarborough's flying in on Friday. And we have big leaders coming in from California and Phoenix. If you know anybody that's a leader in Phoenix, California, or Vegas, you need to have them at our meeting on Saturday. It's a big leaders meeting. Now, we just got finished negotiating something that's so powerful, it's going to shock every one of you. So I would like you to get your pen and paper out. I want you to write this down. December 21st, December 21st, in Phoenix, Arizona, is going to be a football game between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. 25 million people are going to be watching this game. 25 million. 25 million people are going to hear the TV announcer say the halftime show is partly sponsored by Global Gold Coin.
Woo, that's exciting.
25 million people. Global Gold Coin is going to be on the big screen. Global Gold Coin is going to be announced to 60,000 people. Global Gold Coin is going to be told to everybody, if you want to get free coins, go to the Global Gold Coin booth. Wow. Think about that. We're going to be doing all types of events like this for the next 10 years. So anybody want to come to Phoenix? Anybody want to hand out your referral link? Anybody want to come and work the booth and sign up 500 people? December 21st. Next piece of big news is today I was on the phone with 3 people that own crypto exchanges that want to put the global gold coin on their exchange. One of them has 200,000 crypto buyers. The other one has 400,000 crypto buyers. And then one of my big leaders in California just brought in one of the top crypto guys in Africa who has 2 million people in his group. And his group did 1.3 billion in sales, and he wants to bring in his 1,000 leaders and 2 million people into Global Gold Coin. Wow. So, Miss Dominic, that should give you some firepower to work with.
Awesome. That is absolutely amazing. So one thing I will point out to you, okay, listen, this is not like a super certain type of call. I'm literally just a regular person who understands the power of getting in at the right time, at the right place. I changed my entire life. I was able to become one of the first millionaires in my family because I started to get around the right people. And the thing that I'm going to tell you about this coin is I have been able to be blessed with a lot of background conversation that the normal people will not ever get to see. And if Keith is on here, I've been working with Keith as well. And Keith, if you're on here, if you can say a few things that are important for the people to know that they may not be able to hear on a call like this, or a few things that's going on behind the scenes that they may not know about, and the importance of getting the coin, holding the coin, or anything like that. Keith, if you want to say something, I know he might be busy. I don't know if he's gonna say it, but I've been talking to a lot of the leaders in the background who have inclusive knowledge about this coin. And one of the numbers I'm going to share with you, because I'm a numbers person, if you were to get, okay, let me just go over these numbers. Now, if you were to get $1,000 worth of coins today, okay, mind you, many of you have 401ks, many of you have different things that you've invested in the past. And unfortunately, there have been a lot of scams out there with different bots and different things that they're just lying to people and telling people and rug pulls and all this crap, right? Who out there has been scammed? Unfortunately, that is a thing out there. So this is an opportunity for people to double, triple, or quadruple or more their money in a really stable environment. So if you were to put $1,000 in, they have a Christmas special, which I love this special. You will be able to put in $1,000, double your money by Christmas, take out the $1,000 on December 20th for Christmas money, and still have another $1,000 or so growing in your wallet that you could just have sitting there. Now, when that happens, that means you're going to get double the coins as a special. If you were to go get Bitcoin, if you were to go get Ethereum, you would have to just get one for one of the coin. But tonight, if you're on this call, you will be able to get $1,000 worth of coins for $2,000 worth of coins for $1,000. Now, what that means, you're going to receive 1,600 coins. What that means is when it reaches $3, you're going to be sitting on $4,800. When it reaches $10, you're going to be sitting on $16,000. When it reaches $40, you're going to be sitting on $64,000. And when it reaches $100, that's $160,000 on a $1,000 purchase. Now let's go to $5,000 because there's people who have $5,000 in the home equity credit cards. You can use a credit card, you can use Bitcoin, you can use whatever the case may be. And also you can sign up for 4 funding apps that takes 2 minutes to sign up for. And I've been seeing people get approved for $5,000, $8,000, $10,000 on these apps. Some of them are no credit check. 2 minutes, you'll know what you get approved for or not. And I will put them in the chat as well. One of them is called affirm.com, AFFIRM.com. I have my good friend Yolanda. She got approved for about $8,000. Okay. And then what's the other one? Klarna, KLARNA.com, Zip.co, and Sezzle, SEZZLE.com. I will drop those in the chat soon. Now I'm going to go over the $5,000 example. 3 times multiplier, that's 12,000 coins, meaning for $5,000, you are going to receive $15,000 worth of coins, which right now at $1.25 is estimated to be 12,000 coins. At $3, your $5,000 will have turned to $36,000. I don't know anything in the world right now where you can put in and 3 times your money instantly and then grow it even more at this time, at this matter. Now, it's $1.25, and I'm telling you this right now. Disclaimer, past profit does not equal future results. But I will say this, the people I've seen over 40 network marketing giants join this platform. And on top of that, billionaires are joining this platform, meaning when they start getting their feet in the races, right? You're going to be able to profit highly for people who are on this call. Now, for people who wait next week and the next week, the coin is probably going to be about $2. The people who wait 3 months and they just, just looking around, hey, I don't know to tell you what it's going to be. But when the coin when the coin is under $10, and you can go ask Google, you can ask ChatGPT. In the year 2026, there are estimated 300,000 crypto millionaires that are going to be created. And they said the most money is made when the coin is under $10, $50. Okay, especially $10, which you're here right now on this call. Now at $3 with $5,000, it turns to $15,000. You'll see it in your wallet, be deposited, and you will be at $36,000. At $3, when it reaches $10, you will be at $120,000. When it reaches $40, you'll be at $480,000. And when it reaches $100, that's 1.2 million, which many people work 40 hours for 40 years and never retire on a $1.2 million. Okay. Now that could be you. Now with a $10,000 investment, you get the multiplier of 4 times. Now, instead of $10,000, within 3 days or less, you will see in your wallet, you will be able to see in your wallet 32,000 coins, which equates to $40,000. Meaning you put in 10 and you receive 40,000. So this start bringing me flashbacks in my brain when I was with a coin that was nowhere near as good as this coin. And I was able to get a multiplier like you're getting to receive right now. Eventually, nobody is going to be able to get these multipliers. So you're literally, whoever invited you, you should be thanking them for sure. Now, when it reaches $3 and you invested with that multiplier of 4, you're going to be at $96,000. And I'm telling you, people, probably by January, if January or February, it's probably going to be $3. They are under promising, over delivering. All of these numbers that I've ever heard them say, when I saw the people, and as I began to be in here days and days and days, and I saw the other people coming, I'm like, these numbers are going to be way higher than what they're saying. Okay, so now at $10,000 will be $320,000. At $40 a coin, it will be $1.28 million. And when it reaches $100, it will be $3.2 million. So those are the numbers. Keith, are you on here? I was trying to get Keith there real quick, but he might be busy. Does anybody have any questions that you would like to ask? That is pretty much the gist of it. If you would like to create a free account, I'll show you really quickly how to create an account. Okay. So let's just share my screen. Give me 1 second. My computer is going kind of slow. The next steps that you will want to do is you're going to want to go to Crypto Gold, a link of the person who invited you. Okay. And this is what I learned on this site. So I'm going to share my site. Here you go, right here. They have a special promotion that I need to tell you about. Like I said, I'm a numbers person. Now, if you decide to come on board and you create $100,000 in volume, meaning you come in with $1,000 or you come in with 5,000, 10,000, and then you have 5, 10 people do the same thing, they go out and do the same thing. 100,000 in volume is pretty easy to do. It even for the average person, and a number that I give people is 5 to 10 people at $1,000. Boom, and then they duplicate that 2 times over, and you have 100,000 in volume. What that means is you're going to receive 100,000 in free coins. Okay, and what this part on the site means is basically, you see how this is. We are already here, right, at 1.225 cents. Once the next 125,000 that is sold is going to go to the next number, which is probably $1.50. And they're estimating it to go to $1.50 this Friday. They're estimating it to go to $2 December 10th. So if you're on this call and you operate and you get those deals, you'll be able to basically double, triple, quadruple your money over and over. So when you sign up with the person who invited you, you're going to sign up, create an account, and then you're going to get free 100 coins. That means you're going to get a free $125. Okay. And what happens next is you're going to decide what package do you want to upgrade to, because you don't want to be on the one on this call who only got 100 free coins and that's it. You want to get some more coins. So Professor Robert, if you want to go over a bit of that in this back office, you'll be able to see all this stuff too. So you want to sign up with the person who invited you, and you get a link, and you go to your balances and get your balance, and you can sign up with Zelle, Bitcoin, cash, or credit card. Okay.
Dominique, I think he's available now.
Oh, Keith, are you on
Yes, I'm here. I tried to unmute myself earlier when you called
here?
on me and actually knocked myself off the Zoom. I had to sign back in. So, my name's Keith Yarbrough. I'm from a little town called Van, Texas, about an hour east of Dallas. And everything that Dominique, my wife corrects me on that, Dominique and Robert have been talking about is true. I was the one that met with Robert about 3 months ago in Dallas when the coin was just 10 cents. And we were going to strategically go at a slow pace and kind of one piece at a time, try to get the coin up to the desire where the demand for it was actually, maybe 20 or 30 cents by January, February. It's taken off like crazy. We're way, way, way ahead of schedule. And, I've been with Robert all over the country. We were in New York last week. I was there to experience the partner in New York that we're going to retain to. It's actually a crypto specialist, has 85 offices there at Park Place Avenue in downtown Manhattan. And, had I not been there to witness this myself, it would have sounded fabricated, but it's real. We're very strategically bringing on additional partners like the co-owner of the gold mine, like the crypto experts and all the seasoned marketers that Dominique was talking about. I've been doing this full time for 30 years, and I've never seen a group of people like the group of people that's gathered here in the first couple of thousand people. So one thing that wasn't mentioned is you don't only have to have a lot of wallets, you got to have buyers out there, because to go to one of those big boards like Coinbase or Kraken or Binance or something, you've got to have a lot of transactions. I can tell you that I know for a fact that Robert's got almost 20 million crypto buyers in his database from Europe. We'll be turning those guys loose sometime in January to get our transactions up. As we're all builders, those guys over there are traders. And when I say crypto traders, they'll buy at $1 and sell at $1.05 just to create some traffic. But reality is we need that type person. We need those buyers, those traders, because that creates a lot of transactions, which creates fees and gas fees. And that's where the profit comes on for owning the exchange. But what I'll tell everybody, it's real simple. You can uh, run across. You can get as many people as you want to open up their wallet, open up their account at cryptogold.com .exchange, and it doesn't cost them anything. They get a free or gifted 100 coins just for opening up the account at $1.25. That's $125 gifted Christmas present, or however you want to look at it. You can get as many people as you want to open up a wallet. But as Dominique said, you're going to have some people that's not pacified with just having 100 coins. They're going to want some additional coins so they can, start. We have some people that start with 500, and we have some people that started with 40,000. Anywhere in between is okay. Just do what you're comfortable with, and understand that it's a long-term play, and that there's going to be a lot of people make a lot of money. I was telling you from experience, I was the one that sold 85 Bitcoin at $1,600. That today, 85 Bitcoin is worth almost $10 million. And I sold it for just under $100,000. So there's a very strategic, slow, good, consistent, sustained growth that the coin's going to experience. We were hoping when we originally started that it'd be a couple of bucks by Thanksgiving next year. We're going to pass that in 2025. Get all of your family members, all of your friends, all your coworkers, all your relatives to get in at whatever they're comfortable with. I'm not telling them to put, December's rent money in on the coins and Santa Claus have an empty sack. But whatever you're comfortable doing, get involved. 6 months from now, you're going to either say, I'm glad I did, or I wished I would have. I was on the phone today with Joe Reed talking to one of his friends, John, and John said, Keith, it's pretty simple. There's a fine line between people nowadays, and they're either a pioneer or they're a settler. Which one are you? If you're a settler and you want everything to be perfect and you're looking for a long-term home and you don't want to take any chances or you don't want to have any sweat equity involved where you go to work, then as Dominique said, wait until March or April. You can get in and everything will be intact. All the I's will be dotted, all the T's will be crossed, everything will be working perfect, and the corn will be $5 to $10. But the pioneers is where all the money's made. We got involved just a few short weeks ago, and the coin was 10 cents, and now we've got over a 10x fold because it's $1.25. And Dominique is correct. When you wake up on Black Friday, on Friday, 2 days from now, the corn will be $1.50, and we've already sold enough blocks, and the demand is big enough that we're going to be going to $2 on December the 10th. Now, Professor Robert called me with some really great news tonight, and that is that the programmers in Poland, and by the way, he's got the best of the best programmers. They've already got the peer-to-peer and the exchange ready to rock and roll. It's already programmed and ready to go. But we're going to do like a 2 or 3 week beta test where 10 of the top producers are going to go in and test the system, and they're going to exchange 100 GGC coins for Bitcoin a couple times a week, just to make sure that it works properly before we turn 3,000 people loose on the exchange where they can start doing peer-to-peer and exchanging coins for Bitcoin, or Bitcoin buy coins with additional Bitcoin. And I will tell you this, you're going to hear it over and over and over again about the gold mine and that we're the first gold-backed crypto. I can tell you that Robert already has a strategic partner in place in California that's had the license to buy and sell precious metals and jewelry for a long, long time. And there's going to be an option on our exchange where if you want to exchange your coin for Bitcoin or USDT, you can, but there's going to be a gold option on there as well. It doesn't matter if you want jewelry or if you want coins or if you want bars or if you want nuggets. All of those are going to be with an option. A lot of people have switched some of their coins, maybe from one that goes up and down a lot, like Bitcoin has experienced a 20% loss in the last 90 days. If you want something that's not as how do I say this, not exposed as much, and something that's a little more stable, those people switch to USDT. It's going to be the same thing here. Whatever our coin is, you're going to see it very, very consistently have good, consistent, sustained growth up and up and up and up and up. But if you get to a point that you're happy where it's at and you'd like to convert it to USDT or you'd like to convert it to gold, that option is going to be available right there on our exchange. And I will tell you this, the billionaire guy that has the office in his firm down on Wall Street in beautiful Manhattan, where we were, one of the things that we talked about when Robert retains him here in the next 2 weeks, when he retains him, we're going to have it in writing that because of his place and his big stick in the crypto industry. By the way, he controls 8% of the worldwide Bitcoin. Between him and his partners there at the firm and the people they represent, their Bitcoin portfolios, they control 8% of the worldwide Bitcoin. I'll do the math for you. Their Bitcoin portfolio is to the tune of $80 billion. That's going to be our crypto partner. And one of the things that he promised us, and it'll be in writing in the agreement, not only is he going to give us an umbrella to help us with everything from the gold mines to the crypto to real estate transactions to anything we need help with, he also told us that he would be getting us on 3 of the biggest exchanges in the world: Kraken, Coinbase, and Binance. Our coin, our GGC coin, is going to be traded on. He said, I need a year. By next Thanksgiving, you guys will be on all of those exchanges. And he said, I probably need 60 or 90 days to get you all cleaned up, dot the I's and cross the T's, and make sure that you, meet a certain criteria as we add additional wallets and get some more traders in here where we got more transactions. But once we're ready, we're going to the big boards. And he also said, as Robert and I was saying goodbye and we were walking out the door, one of the things he told me, he said, Keith, how much is your coin today? and this was last Thursday, a week ago tomorrow. And I said it's 60 cents. By the way, it went to 80 cents on Friday and $1 on Sunday and $1.25 yesterday on Tuesday. But it was 60 cents on last Thursday. And the guy's name is Seth. Some of you are going to get a chance to meet him in the next 3 weeks. But Seth asked me, he said, Keith, what is your coin price today? And I said, 60 cents. He said, let me give you an idea of what's going to happen. He said, once we're ready and we have all of our ducks in a row and all the stars are aligned and the timing's perfect, he said, I could send an email out to my top 20 billionaire clients and I could drive your stock from 60 cents to $10 in one day. That's the guy that Robert has made a partnership with and got an agreement with to promote our GGC coins. So now I hope you understand why I'm telling you to get, you want to eventually go get everybody in your database, everybody on your email list, everybody in your phone. But what I told the young man Vincent in New York is go get your closest friends and your family members and closest loved ones first. Now, a lot of y'all are going to be with family tomorrow. Some of the family you're going to be with tomorrow are people that you don't see. Some of you don't see them the rest of the year. You need to show those people your wallet. You need to show those people the exchange. You need to let them know what's going on. It's very non-confrontational. You see what Dominique was talking about is you can give them your referral link and they can go on there. They don't have to get their credit card out. They don't have to get their checkbook out. They don't have to sign a note. They just go in there, put their name, put their email. In less than 2 minutes, they've got a wallet open. And a lot of those people that open it with just 100 coins are not going to be pacified with 100 coins, and they're going to come back and they're going to eventually upgrade themselves or get involved with a bigger purchase. So I don't want to take up any more time, Dominic. I don't know if you want to get Robert to close the call or if you want to do it, but God bless everybody. Have a great Thanksgiving weekend. I'm going to be in Las Vegas Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be coming back the first of the week, spend a couple days at home, and then everybody in Atlanta get ready because I'm coming to Atlanta next week for 3 or 4 days. Seems like everybody's team has a road back to Atlanta, and we have a lot of exciting people in Atlanta. Robert was there 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to go spend a few days there to get to know everybody and see how I can help them explode their GGC global coin. And we're ready to rock and roll. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Wow, thank you. And that is, as you can hear, that is one of the reasons why I got the coin. And also, I want to give a special shout out to Kimberly. She has well over 100 people on her team in the system. There's a promotion right now. Okay, if you have 50 people on your front line, all right, that's giving away coins, people getting purchased or whatever combination, you can just give. You can give people 100 free coins. She had over 50 people on her link. Taria, I want to give a shout out to you. Carla, I want to give a shout out to you. I want to give a shout out to Diana. Lori Greenup, I want to give a shout out to you. Great job. She's in Houston with me. And if you would like to be a part of this and you would like to, Selena Jackson. I'm sorry, Selena Jackson. That's my girl. Congratulations to you as well. You are going to send me your wallet address. You're going to receive $1,000 in free coins. Super grateful for that. And if anyone wants to participate in that, you just need 50 people on your front line and you will get $1,000 in free coins. That promotion is until December 1st. Okay. Just giving away money. It says give and you shall receive, right? Now, Professor Robert, did you have anything else you want to say before we hop off the call? Awesome. Well,
Professor Robert.
Yeah, I got a few things to say. First of all, you didn't do any promotions tonight. We didn't give any coins
all right.
away.
Oops.
Hey, happy
ahead.
birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday,
Tomorrow's
Professor
your
Robert's birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday.
So
Yes,
since it's my birthday tomorrow, Thanksgiving, my mother was in the hospital having me. And so I think it's time for a super, super, super bonus.
Oh, snap.
All right. So, Dominic, I have 3 things in mind. So one is, kind of the minimum get in and get moving is $1,000, right?
Yep.
So anybody that is ready to sell $1,000 to Dominic, number one, I'll give them a 5-to-1, so they'll get 5,000 coins. Number two, the coin is going to go Friday to $1.50, and December 10th, the coin is going to $2. Hurrah! And number three, we just found out that Global Gold Coin is going to be sponsoring the halftime show at the December 21st Arizona Cardinal Atlantic Falcon football game. And we're going to be all over the stadium, 60,000 people, with the Global Gold Coin and giving away free coins. Anybody that would like to come to Phoenix on December 21st and hand out a couple of thousand of your links and get the Global Gold Coin people in Phoenix on your team, that would be something to do. So just notify Dominic, hey, I want to go to the Cardinal game. I want to go to the Cardinal game. I'm going to know how many tickets we get in the next couple days. But the announcement of Global Gold Coin as a sponsor during the halftime show is going to reach out to 25 million people. 25 million people on TV are going to see it. That is fantastic. So, for those of you that have heard the call 2 or 3 times and you really want to have a serious amount of coins, if you start with $10,000 or you make a payment plan with Dominic, like you say, well, I can do 1,000 now, I can do 2,000 in 2 weeks, I can do 3,000. We'll do a $10,000 payment plan for you, and I'll give you $50,000 in coins. That is incredible because the coin is going to go to $2 the December 10th and go probably to $2.50 or $3 January 1st. So Dominic, why don't you see who's interested in these 2 promotions and then talk them up a little bit and people can text you.
Yeah, so I just put my information. Make sure you put your sponsor name, make sure everyone gets credit. We didn't really talk too much about the compensation plan. There is a compensation plan tied to this. You get 10% on your front line if you do people do upgrade. Oh, someone asked, can you give any deals for anyone under $1,000 if they do $1,000?
Yeah, let's do this. Anybody that does $200 now, Zell, I'll give 5-to-1.
What about someone said 500? They got 500 on it.
Oh, 500. Let's see here. Well, 200 is 5-to-1. For 500, let's do 6-to-1.
Okay, 500, 6-to-1, people. Okay, 500.
Going once, going twice, going 3 times. We'll be back here tomorrow for my birthday. I'm gonna do some promotions tomorrow. We're only gonna be 15 minutes tomorrow.
Yep.
And then Friday we'll be doing a full call. And then Saturday, those of you that want to get connected by video conferencing to the big $1 million leaders program here in Las Vegas. We have 10 leaders that are supposed to be at the meeting that have all built groups of 100,000 people to 1 million people. And, you can 3-way into one of the leaders that are at the meeting and hear part of the best of the conversations. The other thing is one of our leaders, Rick Aguiluz, some of you may know him, but he's built groups of over 100,000 people a couple of times. He just brought in the number one of the top crypto marketers in Africa that has 2 million people in Africa, thousands of leaders, and he just did $1.3 billion in sales in one of his companies.
Wow.
Hey,
Back to you, Dominic.
I'm sorry, I want to interject real quick, because Professor Robert, I have a guy I just connected with on Facebook, and he said he's in Africa. He said he has leaders in 50 countries, and he's interested in the project. And he said, but he's all about, people that have money and they're leaders, they all like, they want something, right? So he's like, what can he do for me? And I said, well, I told him on the Zoom, but I don't think he's on the Zoom because he's in Africa and I think he's probably like sleep. But anyway, so he said he could bring in like these big leaders all over, but he like wants to know what you would do for him.
Okay,
And I said,
so
well,
yeah, let me discuss kind of the protocol that I like.
yeah, that's what I was
When
gonna say.
you
Like, what do you do for that? And what do you do in that situation?
Okay, so what you do is you get Dominic on the phone with him first because she's a big leader, and then she will connect the person to Keith Yarborough, who is our vice president of training. And so, then the last person that should be put on the call is me because I'm busier than ever running three different companies. Yeah, I run the gold mine, I run the crypto company, and I run the gold importing. And then just out of the blue, any leader that has built a group of 10 to 20 to 30,000 people that goes to work, we will give them a package of 3 years guaranteed contract with 10,000 to 100,000 coins, depending on their power and their level. So that's something that any of you can talk about. Any of you can talk to a big leader and say, hey, the company's looking for leaders, the company's looking for area directors, and they have a coin package of 10,000 to 100,000 coins for a big leader that comes on board. Back to you, Dominic.
Okay, wait. Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's all I needed. The information. 10,000 to 100,000 for leaders. Okay, Dominique, I'm gonna get you with him. Okay, thank you.
Yep, that's it. That's what we do. They do, Professor Robert. They have to put in $1,000 for it's 10 to 1.
Well, of course. Yeah, you can't start with nothing. So, we look at a minimum start for all leaders of 1,000.
Okay, so got that. So leaders, if you heard that, you can come if you are a leader and you want to come in and you got $1,000, you can get 10 to 1. Okay, as a leader, and you willing to actually do something, right? And they'll work with you. And also, there's a leadership bonus as well. If you are one of those leaders, you can get coin match bonus. And if you build a group volume, you and your whole group to 100,000, you're going to get another $10,000 bonus. You're going to receive 100,000 coins, meaning when those go to $10, you will have $1 million in your bank account if you start it tonight. Okay. And also, you get 100,000 shares. I want you to remember that because that's one of the millionaire plays that I'm going to be teaching people.
Dominic, please go over that a lot slower.
I'm going to go over that last slower because I do tend to talk fast sometimes. Learning to slow down. So one of the millionaire plays is basically if you come in as a leader, you can put in $1,000. You will get 10 to 1. Okay, 10 to 1 of whatever you do. And you are also, if you build a team of 100,000 in group volume, that can be any combination. Any combination of example, you bringing in 10 people with $10,000 of coins, you're going to receive 10% on your first level. That could be you bringing in 10 people at $1,000. You're going to receive 10% on that first level as well. And then let's say they bring in 10 people at 1,000. So one of the strategies that I was teaching people, whether they could be a small leader, a medium leader, a big leader, which is $1,000, 10 people at $1,000, or 10 people at $10,000, and then those 10 people do the same. Boom, you're at 100,000 in volume right there. Now, when you create a group volume, it could be people at $500 coming in. It just needs to be a team under you who have purchased a total of $100,000 in coins, and it can't come all from one leg. So now that's once you complete that, you will receive a $10,000 bonus. You will also receive $100,000 in coins, which these coins are real money, right? So you're going to receive 100,000 in coins, 100,000 in shares, and on top of that, everything else in the company bonuses, on top of coin match bonus on every personal referral that you have. Okay, I hope that's why I said bring pen and paper if you would like to participate in that. The other thing that's going on, if you do $200 tonight, okay, make sure you get back with the person who invited you. You need to register on their account. You will get 5 to 1. So now, just from being on this call until midnight, $200 gets you $1,000 worth of coins. Okay, 200, $1,000 worth of coins. All right. Now, if you do $500, you're going to receive 6 to 1, which is what's 500 times 6? Anybody? Is that 3,000? Yeah, that's $3,000. That's real money, people. That's real money. All right. Now, if you do $1,000, you're going to receive, what is it, Professor Robert? Robert, everybody doing $1,000. What do they get? 7 to 1? I don't know.
No, I think the $1,000 for tonight, my birthday bonus, we got to do 10 to 1.
I agree. I really do agree with that.
I
And
have three stories to share tonight.
sure.
I teach that you should talk to everybody. So when I was in St. Louis, I was talking to the Uber driver that was taking me to the bank. And I said, "Are you familiar with crypto?" And he goes, "Yeah, my brother does it." And I said, "Well, I have a crypto company." And I said, "We're just opening up St. Louis with a training center in February." And he goes, "Oh, how's that work?" Well, turns out this guy was a custodian and an Uber driver for many years, and he gives out scholarships. And he's been giving out scholarships for 10 years, $500 scholarships. He's a black guy and he's a very spiritual man. He was on the Steve Harvey show, and I knew that was big. Well, I signed him up, and he's got access to 35 schools with the superintendents, the principals, the teachers, everybody. So he's going to be a big plus in opening up St. Louis. And Jack also and his wife Debbie are our new partners for the training center. So here I get to Las Vegas, and the lady that takes me off the plane, because I don't walk real strongly, she's had a wheelchair to push me 5 miles to the airport. And I gave her $100 tip. And she said, I'm really strapped financially, and this $100 is paying for my Thanksgiving dinner. And she started crying.
Oh.
Oh, poor girl. And I said, "Well, you're not making any money?" She goes, "I'm working all the time, but I don't make any money." I said, "What did you do before the airport job?" She said, "I do customer service." I said, "I need a customer service person to go out to the Chamber of Commerce's and promote our coin." And she goes, "What do you do?" And I said, "We do gold and crypto." She goes, "I want to work for you. It sounds fantastic." So I recruited her. Then I check into the hotel at the Fremont Street. I'm checking into Four Queens, and I asked the lady at the front desk, I said, "Are you following what's going on with Bitcoin?" And she said, "Yeah, I have Bitcoin." I said, "Really? How long you been buying crypto?" She said, 5 years. I said, "Well, I have my own crypto company, and our crypto went from 10 cents to $1.25. She goes, "When can I buy some?" And I said, "Well,
Mhm.
what is your position here?" She said, "I'm the hotel manager."
Wow.
Wow. Wow. I signed her up in 5 minutes. So talks to everybody.
Professor, what
20% of
should
the
they
people.
say for those who don't know what to say?
No, you just say, "Are you looking at Bitcoin?" Or, "Do you know what Bitcoin is?" Or, "Do you know what crypto is?" And when they say yes, then you say, "I have a new coin that went from 10 cents to $1 in a month."
Oh,
All the people that buy crypto are looking for the next big run.
yes. Yes.
So I said, "You know what? Everybody that checks into your hotel and pays $100 a night for a room, you can give them $50 in free crypto." Her eyes lit up like the moon. So talk to everybody, and be prepared for the coin to go to $2 December 10th. And I think maybe we go to $2.50 or $3 the first of the year.
Mhm.
Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you for that. All right. So everybody, there you go. Those are the deals. Oh, so the other call, you said you were going to get free coins to some people on this call today, Professor Robert. Some people are asking me about that for people who get on the call, people who got on the call who attended this call. Someone said yesterday you said you would give some free coins to
Right.
people.
Everybody that sends in their link to you with their name and their city, I'll give them $100 in free coins.
Right. Well, I mean, oh, is that on top of the $100 or?
Yeah, whatever. I
All
have
right.
a lot of. I have a lot of. Now think about this, everybody. Think about your children that are going to school, your teachers, your football team, your basketball team. All of those clubs at the school could be promoting the coin and making money. So we're going to be setting up all of those kind of programs in every city.
Love it. Someone asked about $5,000. What do they get? And $10,000. What do they get again? Can you repeat that?
Well, I like now. So if somebody said, I'm going to send in 5,000 now, I would do a super deal for them.
What's the deal? Now.
First, I want to know how serious the person is and who it is and where they're at.
Okay. Special. Anybody want to do 5,000?
Surprise bonus for those who can come in larger. Surprise bonus.
I will say. Yes. So, yeah.
I like to do an auction type of a deal. When I'm the way money now, or tomorrow, or Friday, or Monday. What kind of deal do I get? And let's negotiate each deal at a time.
You can use credit card too, people. You can use credit card if you need to. Just so you know, you can use a credit card. If you got 3 cards laying around, you can do that as well. Yes. So,
Dominique,
yes.
this Taria.
Yes,
Okay,
Taria. You low. You sound low.
repeat that for everybody that came to the Zoom tonight is what now?
How many people is that? How many people is that for, Professor?
No, he said for everybody that came to the call tonight to send the link to you, and we get how many points?
I think $100.
Yeah. How do we get it to you, Dominique? What do we do?
You can send your city state. Just send your city state an email. You can send it to my Facebook.
Name, city, state, sponsor, and your address.
Name, city,
Coin address.
coin address. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You can send it to my here it is, copy. My
Says
Facebook.
Dominique Barbie. You're in there under Dominique Barbie?
Yep. Here's my actual one. I got fake. It's people doing fake accounts sometimes. I don't know why, but you can take that's my Facebook address. And make sure you put your sponsor name.
What if you can't log in?
Oh,
The system is not set up for people to forget their password every day. Use an easy password like tree and the date, or cow and the date, or horse. I use the simplest password. I never forget it. I use my name and I use the year and a couple of symbols, and I never ever forget it. So if you forget your password, to reset it is difficult right now because the system's in pre-launch and the programmers are busy. So if you don't have any people in your group, the easiest thing to do is to re-sign up. And then the second thing is you got to submit your email to customer service, and we got to wait 3 to 5 days for them to get it fixed. And it's not easy right now. It's complicated.
so I would just say
Back to you.
I would say create a new account, or you'll have to wait on support. All right, so then now next steps. This is what you want to do, people. So you're going to get the link of the person who invited you, right? You're going to choose one of the deals. Let's see if I have my crypto. It's going to look like this, crypto. Right here. Let me just share it. You also have your referral link under referral tab. You got the transaction, swap, withdrawal, deposit. All you need to worry about right now, which not really worry, look at is referral tab, so you can give away free coins. If you give away 100 free coins to 100 people, 3 to 10 people are going to upgrade, and you'll be able to receive that 10% commission. Balances, this is where you're going to find your wallet address. I'm not going to open my wallet because I don't want y'all in my business. I'm just I have a lot of coins. From being a part of this, I'll get the coin bonuses. I'm a leader in the system. I've been building it. So you're gonna go to your balances, get your wallet address. All right, I put my
Let me see.
no ma'am. You're going to be able to get your balance. You're gonna get your referrals tab right here. I hope. Let me make sure your link is gonna be right.
Go ahead. Accidentally click on that balance.
I know. I'm making sure I don't do that. Click copy link right there, and then give that link to your people. You need a link to get the bonuses and everything, people. Okay, and your balances. You're gonna click your balances to get your wallet address. Okay. All right. So let's see.
Okay, Dominique, that you put in the chat, that com dash Dominique, is that for the Facebook?
Yep, that's my Facebook.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my Facebook.
All right, thank you.
Yep. And then what your next step you're gonna do? All right, don't forget this part. Important, important, important. You're going to make sure you send in how much you want to put in. Okay, how much extra you want to put in, because the coin is gonna go to $1.50 on a Friday, and it's gonna go to $2 on December 10th. And it's crazy because I've been in for about 14 days or something like that. And every time they told me that coin was going up, it was going up. But the first time he texted me and he said, the coin is about to go to this. And I'm like, how did he know the coin is going to go? I'm like, okay, sure. And that coin went straight up on me. And I'm like, oh, shoot. And then again, they told me the coin is about to do this. And it went up again. And they said it again. The coin is going to do this. So I start telling my family members and friends. I told them at 40 cents. I told them at 80 cents. It went to $1. I told them hello, and now it's $1.25, and it's going to go to $3 to $4 in the blink of an eye. So you want to get the $200 package for three. What was it? I put it in the chat. The bonuses. $200 gets you 5 times the amount. I think. Or I wrote it down. I know I wrote it down. Let's see. Here's the deals. $200 gets you 5 times the amount tonight only. $500 gets you 6 times the amount, which is $3,000. $1,000 gets you $10,000. Are you kidding me? Go get that if you can. 10K gets you a crazy deal. You will have to talk to us. You can do a payment plan, 1,000 on now, 2,000 later. If you want 5,000, you can get an insane deal. For those who want to private message me so you can get a deal. Like I said, I was part of a coin. I got 7 times the amount when I could. Selena, she's on here. She was telling me about it, and I made $250,000. I plan to make well over $1 million, $10 million with this coin. I have someone on my team getting ready to make $100 million. So, Selena, did you have a question? I see your hand up.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's say, for instance, you bring in a leader and they just go bananas, right? And they start getting people, because some people just give out their link and then they just spread it out. And how will we know if someone in our team actually bought something though? Is there any way to check that later, or
Yeah,
or
you
is
can
there a
look
certain way
into
that
it
you have
in your
to?
back office. But you should be in contact with your front line and your team and know what your team's doing.
Well, no,
If you're
I'm talking about,
doing,
no. That's not what I said. I
yeah, go
said
ahead.
I'm in contact with my team, but I think at the time when it went out, they kind of put it out there without and I'm just saying this for future reference for everybody. You have to, if whoever you get your link to, you have to see if they're going to buy. Frontline, you have to, everybody's front line, and then their front line, then their front line has to track for now their monies that they get. If someone bought something, you're not never gonna know. You can have 100 and some people, but how many of them bought?
So what
So
I love about crypto, about exchange gold crypto, the gold, the site where your referral link is, if you look at your referrals, it shows you a tree. It shows you the tree of who you added and who they have added. So if somebody ends up purchasing, it's going to go under their
no,
wallet.
it doesn't show it. Even when they purchase it, don't show it.
Yeah, the purchases don't show until the first of the year because it's in pre-launch.
You have to track it on paper.
Yeah, we track it. You know, Dominic tracks her group. I track my group. Keith Yarbrough tracks his group. So, you know, the
I'm just letting people know
disadvantage.
for future reference, just in case they, because I get over 100. I see some new people still signing up now while we're on the Zoom. But the good thing about it is you can email these people. You can't do the email, and they do have their name. And maybe you can do kind of like a blast email and let them know to contact you if they want to purchase some coins. That's the only another alternative.
Yeah, yeah, and what I do too is I take time and I go down my first row and I say who else on my first row and I contact them and make sure I'm like, hey, did you get anybody who purchased, you know, or anything like
Yeah,
that? And I tell them to contact they people too on their
they'll
front line.
contact your first row and tell them to contact their first row, and
Yes,
then tell them to contact
for
their first
now.
row. Yep, that's a good idea. Okay,
That's
thank
what I've
you.
been doing. And then I also have a chat with all of my people and I'm like, listen, if you purchase coins, please send me a screenshot for now because it's getting ready to take off. You need to let us know so that you can get the deals and you just not, you know, just having the coins sitting there. That's kind of what we have to do for now. And yes.
Okay,
So maybe
Dominique.
is that something to do to make sure that people know if they want their commission on the
Mm-hmm.
sales that they need to contact you to
Yes.
make you aware that a sale has happened, and then
Yes.
that will motivate people to not want to hide from you if
Yes.
somebody they brought in, because they can't get their commission unless they contact
Uh-huh.
you.
They do need to contact you. Now, I've been telling people to do just Zelle or Bitcoin or credit card so I can have a organization with that. And then yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do. But if you're on here, please, if you purchase coins, let the person who invited you know so that they can get credit and that you can get credit for anything that happens under you as well. Right? We got it. We got it. So those
Okay.
mm-hmm, Royal.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I went to your Facebook page, but I don't see how I can enter anything. It's just giving information about other people who made statements or what have you.
You don't know how to,
How
you
do
don't
you,
see message, honey?
no, no.
You just text me my number in the chat, girl. Just text me.
Okay, you want me to go to the chat?
Yeah, just text me. Yep. Here, I'll put my number in. We're getting everything organized. That's how early you are. I like to be in the beginning of things. I made a lot of my money when I got in it early. Let's see. Oh, that's John. Okay, John, I just got your message too. All right. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be here for 15 minutes. And we will do a few updates and then you can enjoy your Thanksgiving. You don't have to come tomorrow if you don't want to, but you can. And yeah, so get back with the person who invited you. The deals, $200 gets you 5 times, $500 gets you $3,000, $1,000 gets you $10,000 tonight only. Tonight only. Okay. And then what else? $5,000 can possibly get you 50 to 80,000. I don't know. 10,000 can probably get you $120,000 or more. The coin is literally about to double December 10th. Okay, almost double, and it's just going to go from there. So have a good night, everyone. Have a great day. Bye. Okay, I got you, Royal too.